Why, hello there, everyone. I'm Chris McLean, and I just want to let you know before this aftermath can begin, by any chance, is that, well, apparently, all I just want to say and briefly mention that this will be the very last episode of the aftermath. So, just want to clear things a little bit more different as we shall say that yes, the aftermath will be the last one. So, hopefully you might as well enjoy this video. And yes, once again, we are apparently going to be dealing with the aftermath. That we have our co-hosts, that will be Jeff and Bridget will soon return, and Duncan Gaming, of course. And remember, folks, this will be the last one for Duncan Gaming to return back to his own world of back to home. So that's all I just want to say and clear things up. So there you go. And without that being said, we'll see you next time, and of course, in the next episode of Total Drama World Tour Simulator. Now, enjoy the rest of the final bits of the aftermath before this is just about to be the final and last one left before he returns back to home. So, anyway, we'll see you next time, and thanks for watching, and also, thanks for watching this entire thing as I just said. So, let this whole entire thing begin the aftermath show number 4. Anyway, so here we go. Looks like it's about time, as Jeff was explaining from what he was saying from right here. What's up, dog? And everybody, I'm Duncan Gaming here. Everybody started cheering for Duncan Gaming and pretty much show up with Jeff. Thank you, and thanks. So anyways, this will be my last show, and then I'll leave after the aftermath show is over. And yes, I'll miss you guys and all. And Jeff, would you like to say anything? And then as for Jeff, he mentioned pretty much that he said was, oh yeah. And then he pretty much was talking about with the rest of the peanut gallery before the few bits of the episode were pretty much declared to show up anyways. Pretty much to be the third season's $1 million winner of the end of the season. And the peanut gallery that was Jasmine and Rosie and Lashana and Beth and Lindsay and Danny and Goth Boy and Izzy and Adam and Harold and Noah and Star and Heather and DJ and Gwen. And then the two people who were not in the season was Cody and Eva. Yep, that's right, Jeff. It will be shown up on the screen of the final people are being left in the game. To be close, would welcome to see our friends right here with us today. That we have is Tyler and Owen and Justin and Sierra and Blanley and Katie, and then for last is Sadie. That's right, they're definitely back. And ooh, looks like Tyler was also back and finally got to see his girl Lindsay this time, which apparently pretty much so. And as in for that, Lindsay and Tyler finally went kissing with each other, which, well, finally about time anyway. And as in for pretty much for that, well, looks like as in for Justin, his answers were definitely correct. That he finally gets Katie and Sadie to come right on back to the Aftermath show, which they recently did. And everyone was booing Blaney. Wow, that's a lot of booing. Since, yeah, technically a lot of booing from there. Wow. And as in for that, looks like Sierra sees Cody and was pretty much going to see him from his seat. Wow, that is nuts. Wow. Hope that will go well, like geez. What a pretty much a simp. But anyway, sorry. So yeah, and pretty much as in for that, well, Owen at least did tried his best while he was not trying to be out the game, which he simply was. It's okay, dude. It happens sometimes, man. And I mean, at least you get to hang out with your buddy Noah, right? And then as in for Owen, he had a fair point. Or should I say that I had a good point. And then looks like Owen went to see Noah, and of course that they were just chilling out and just hanging out, I guess, which they were definitely talking to each other. Yeah, that was not very cool of Blaney to do. And man, hope that she's going to get more things what she just did to Bridget. So let's move right along with the show. And again, if Langley was out, which she just is, by the way, quote and unquote, that she was just out, then good. But if not, then we'll keep waiting until she was already done, which she was still done already. And as in for Bridget, is pretty much was coming on back. Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Jeff. Totally agree with you. And then as in for Blaney, she did not care and did not want to listen. But anyway, continuing the rest of the show, looks like as in for that, Jeff had looked at his head and saw was Bridget. That Bridget returned. And everyone was giving her rounds of applause for Bridget that she finally showed up. And then, oh, looks like they finally missed each other. Ah, about time for her to be back on the show with us today. And oh, as I was going to say, is can we have the bear to relax and also calm down? And as in for Harold, he went to pretty much get some medicine for pretty much the bear to relax and of course to calm down first. Well, pretty much being possessive. And so far, Harold went to do his job, and of course, went to do that and took care of it anyways. Well, it's time for a song that I think it would be great. It will even be time for the peanut gallery to have a saying and will get to vote and cheer for the one person in the finals to see who's got a winning chance to win it all in the final 7 left to go. That Jeff and Bridget will say while the song will play. And then Jeff also agreed with me exactly. And then, ooh, let's see who's really going to truly deserve to win the money. And also, of course, the music will definitely be playing any second now. So, anyways, man, that's going to be interesting. And also, we'll pretty much find out and see what really happens to this right now. And apparently, the song will begin soon enough. So, here we go. The music will play anyways, so here we go. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. The music had played some kind of Hawaiian themed music. Is it going to be Golf Lister Girl, Alejandro, Courtney, Duncan, Trent, Josh, or will you pick Sally? Ooh, the song has pretty much seen right there. Yep, that's fair. I mean, it's Golf Lister Girl, and here's Sally. She's been fighting it pretty hard this season. She'll be a good reason for her to win the money though. And then as in for the rest of everyone else, we're continuing to keep watching. Is it going to be Goblista Girl, Alejandro, Courtney, Duncan, Trent, Josh, or will you pick Sally? Please let us know. So that way it could be in the finals of it. So let's hope it will be one of them to win. And the music had ended. Everyone was cheering. Ooh, look at that. Everyone was just cheering for them anyways. And pretty much me as myself. So, anyways, back to what we were just doing. So, as we are about to say, is that Alejandro, he's like unstoppable, the unstoppable force to keep bringing down the hammer on anybody's head that fast. Even that he's still in alliance with Josh at this point that most of us never knew about till the time to be, and picked everybody off one by one. And then as in for Jeff, he pretty much was explaining with that idea since he probably said so. And as in for Bridget, She also was definitely talking about that as well. So anyway, pretty much as she mentioned it too. By from the chances of for Alejandro is going to be wild to ever send him home, and stayed way longer than anybody else did. And then as in from Jeff, he pretty much said something was talking about Gothlistic Girl. And as in for Bridget, she also was talking about the comment of it too, so she also said that. Yeah, guys, I do agree here. It'll make it very tricky to see. And of course, Courtney was next. That Bridget was also mentioned about the next person being next after she became the next winner of Total Drama Action Simulator that she faced on against with Lashana in the finals of last season, which of course was the simulator season. And of course, now that it was just Tyler and Bridget in the other season about the Total Drama Island Simulator. But will she win again in the finals? And if that's going to get her to stay on her feet as she can without being voted off and remain to be lucky. Wow, now that will be something. And then also Jeff also pretty much did made a bit of good corrections. Next up is Duncan, as we can all see that Duncan may had been voted off once in episode 5, once he was about to be sent home, that Chris kept the end of the deal to send him packing up. And I don't blame him if he did not got to sing, though, after Jeff and Star were about to face each other to see who was going to be out. And then Jeff pretty much actually knows why about it. Oh, okay. And then as she was definitely talking about pretty much with about like Trent, that pretty much as in for him, he was not even out until even the last season he was out to be encountered by Heather as cluing with DJ in that last season. Again, in Total Drama Action Simulator, like we all pretty much knew to know why. Next up is Josh. Even though are seeing a side of from him that he was in the alliance with Alejandro to send most of the players home and out in the whole season, and we can tell how unstoppable that Josh and Alejandro have been doing this whole entire time.